do this masters, I just want to jackpot, I just want to leave the country, I just want to just enter that jad. Once I just enter, I'll figure myself out. Let me just pick any course I like, anything where I see. I can't hear you. I'm kidding. Okay. Hi guys. Oh, I'm so happy to be saying that. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been so long. Happy New Year. First of all, Happy New Year. How have you been? How has the year been for you? Let me know in the comments. How have you been? It's been so long. It's been so long that I said, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my I'm clearly very excited to be back from my hiatus. Okay. I'm very happy to be back, right? And I have so much in store for you guys. And I'm sorry that I've been absent, guys. Life has been happening. First of all, in past few weeks, I've had exams and assessments. As you guys know, like, I'm currently in the United Kingdom, right? I'm in Newcastle specifically. I came to Newcastle University. Okay, so let me just back up a bit because I know that some of you have had questions, even though I kind of posted about it. But let me just reiterate and give you guys the details of how I landed in Newcastle first before we now go into the details of today's video. Okay, cool. So as you guys know, masters in Norway is 2 years. So my masters is 2 years and it's supposed to run from August 2020 to June 2022, right? And I mean, that was when I started in August 2020. And within my study plan, I had the option to go to another school in another country for 1 semester for an exchange program. And this was made possible under the Erasmus program. I've talked a bit on Erasmus in one of my previous videos. So I didn't start my program as an Erasmus candidate or an Erasmus student. It's just that within my program and for my school, there was an Erasmus option. So even though I was not an Erasmus student from the beginning, I was able to take the Erasmus option for 1 semester to go to another school. If I were to have been an Erasmus candidate, I would have done all my semesters in different schools, right? But like I said, I wasn't. The option was just available to me within my study plan. And so I picked the United Kingdom. Of course, I picked the United Kingdom because I have like so many friends here. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that already. I have so many friends in the UK, which is why I came to the UK for this semester. But there were other options, you know, in other European countries. I mean, I could have gone to France if I wanted, or Turkey, or Sweden, or, you know, any other place in Europe that has universities affiliated with the Erasmus program. Okay, so that's that for that. So that's what I came to do in the UK, and it's just for 1 semester. Like I said, my program ends June 2022 in Norway. So I'm actually going back to Norway pretty soon to complete my master's program. I have 1 more semester. I have to write my thesis and all of that. I haven't done that yet. So yeah, so I'm going back to Norway soon. Okay, cool. So don't forget, let me know how you guys are doing in the comments. It's been so long. I've missed you guys so much. I know it seems like, oh, are you sure you really missed us? You just disappeared. I've been really busy, guys, but this year there will be no disappearances. If there's going to be any, if I'm going to take any break, I'm going to let you guys know. I'm taking a break for so amount of time. But this year is back to back. I have so many things planned for you guys. Okay, so now let's get into the crux of today's video. In today's video, I'm talking about 7 things or 7 mistakes that I've seen that people make as they prepare to go abroad for school, you know, as they apply and all of that. 7 mistakes that I think that you should avoid when you're doing your applications, right? The first mistake is choosing the wrong course or choosing the wrong program. Guys, see, let me not lie to you. Masters is very intense. It is an intensive time. It is an intensive program. I've not seen anybody's masters that will say, oh, masters is chilled, we're just chilling. It's not. It's intense. So it's going to be better for you to pick a program or a course that you actually like, something that you're interested in. You know, don't pick based on vibes. I mean, you don't have to have like maybe a deep passion, you know, but have a semblance of interest. You know, it would be nice if you actually have passion for the course that you're picking. But if you don't have passion, let's just say you have no passion in, you know, academic things, your passion is outside, but just have interest, you know, be interested in the course, like it at least, even if you don't love it, kind of like it, you know, because it's going to be bad enough that you're going to have challenging moments during your masters. It's not going to be worse if you're not having challenging moments during a program that you are literally just struggling through. It's a disaster. It's actually a disaster. Don't do it, please. Do your research properly. Choose something that you actually like, and that's just one side of it. The other side of the coin is that for your masters actually impact on the kind of jobs that you can apply to when you're abroad, and the jobs that you can do. A lot of the jobs want to see that you're actually applying to something that is relevant to what you studied. I'm Nigerian, right? And growing up in Nigeria, there's just this general mentality and general idea that you can study anything and be anything. I mean, that happens sometimes. For instance, you see someone that maybe studied Yoruba in school. Yoruba is a Nigerian language, and then they end up working in a bank doing something that has nothing to do with what they studied in school. I mean, that happens. That's just like outlier situations, right? But here, when you're abroad, they actually need to see that you've shown some sort of track record, in the area that you want to work in the industry that you want to work in. So if your master's is totally different from the industry you're applying to for jobs, maybe they need to see that you've done a course on it or something, or maybe taking an internship. Don't just say, oh, I'm just going to do this master's. I just want to jackpot. I just want to leave the country. I just want to just enter that jand. Once I just enter, I'll figure myself out. Let me just pick any course I like. Anything where I see. Anything, anywhere. No, don't do that. It's going to really be a disaster for you. You're going to struggle through it, and you don't want to do that. The master's is already burdensome enough for you to compound your problems doing something that you don't like, okay? So that's one. Number two, the second mistake that I've seen people make when they're going abroad to study is going to study with no skills. Like, you have zero skills to set yourself apart or, give yourself an advantage. Like, zero. How do you do that? How do you do that? Aside from your knowledge, from your career and all of that, you need skills. You need other skills, right? Let's even say that let's talk about outside career, like outside the office. If your work and your career is not like the creative side of things, let's just say outside of that, there's sometimes that students, they take on remote jobs, because sometimes, especially if you're coming to a country like Norway, you might not be able to get a job very easily because of language barrier or something. Sometimes students just take up remote jobs and all of that. But if you have zero skills, that is literally going to be impossible for you. When you cannot actually do anything, you cannot do data, you can't do graphics design, you can do photography, you can't do anything at all. Copywriting, nothing. I mean, come on, that's not good. That's not good at all. I would like to encourage you, if you're going abroad to study, try to learn a skill, improve yourself, and that leads me to Skillshare, right? Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. So the first time that I went on Skillshare to just check the classes that he had, it was from Ali Abdal's video. So Ali is a YouTuber, and he's also a doctor, and he also has like several businesses that he does. And so I'm just like, this guy is really doing well for himself. How is he able to do all these things and still be productive? And I was going through a phase where I was juggling so many things, and I needed to just have, just step up my productivity game. Like, wait, well, come on, you can do better than this. And I realized that Ali had like a productivity masterclass on Skillshare. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to check out this masterclass on Skillshare. So that was that's like my first class that I really went to check on Skillshare. And if you don't know what Skillshare is a community of creators, that share inspiring things. There's so many inspiring classes, that you can pick from to just learn something. If you want to boost your creative side, or you just want to learn a skill, like literally there's a plethora of things that you can learn from, and it's such a great and inspiring community. It doesn't just have to be like things that are work inclined, in terms of like maybe learning data or something, of which, if that's even what you want to learn, there are options there for you to do that. Maybe you want to learn data, just improve your skills, or let's even say you want to just go to the creative side and maybe just learn something like photography, or just learn the arts. Anything literally that you want to do, you can find it there. And in the description box of this video, I have a link there for the first 1,000 people to click on it. They're going to get 1 month free of Skillshare access. Come on, that's going to be such a game changer for you. So if this is you, you know that you need to level up or just improve your skills, or you just want to like explore your creative side, look at more opportunities that It's so many things that you can do. So you can just check it. First 1,000 people to click on the link in the description box. Get 1 month free of Skillshare. Skillshare, thank you so much. Okay, so moving on. So that's the second point I'm trying to emphasize. Okay, don't come abroad with no skills. Okay, it's going to really help you if you have skills that you can, just put to use in your journey, right? So the third thing that I would like to emphasize is I've seen that people make this mistake. They don't ask questions, right? They just go about their stuff. They're confused about stuff, but they don't ask questions. I got some emails from people. Now they're asking me the questions, but it's not just about asking questions, it's about asking the right people the questions that you have. For instance, you're applying to a school, like during the last application cycle, some people were applying and they had questions that were specifically for the school that they were applying to. I know that I've been sharing information for you guys about how you can step up, and apply to schools and do better and get into your master's degree and everything. But there's some specific questions about your school that I might not be able to answer. There's some general questions I can answer. For instance, Muyiwa, can I come for my master's with HND or ND or like a diploma of some sort? The answer is no. You need to have a bachelor's degree to be able to get a master's. And this is like a general question that most of the schools have stated on their website already. But for instance, you have a specific question like, oh, my school is unable to send my transcript within the time. What am I supposed to do about this? How do I go about this? Send an email to your school, right? Please ask questions like, I think that maybe some of you feel like maybe the schools are not going to respond to you. They actually do respond. And in good time also, they don't just air you or something or just leave your inquiry there. If you send them an email, they are going to answer you. They actually do respond, to people's inquiries. So if you have a question, don't stay in the dark, don't guesswork about it. If you have a challenge that you need to fix, if you're facing difficulty in your application, send your questions to the school. They are going to put you through and they're going to answer you, and they're going to really help you out. Okay, so don't stay in the dark and don't make that mistake of just like trying to figure it out yourself and then making the wrong decisions. No, don't do it. Okay, so the fourth thing that we're going to be talking about in this video is like, don't make the mistake of not networking. Like, you don't network and you don't talk to anybody. You just stay by yourself. Oh, I can do that all by myself, I'm good on my own. Come on, don't do that. Okay, like when you are applying or when you get an admission, for instance, those that have applied in the last application circle, if you get an admission, if they get back to you, like I think they're going to get back to you like March, April, thereabout. When they get back to you, if you have an admission, right, there'll be so many groups for you to join. But if you don't go and search for it, you're not going to find it. Or if you don't talk to people, you're not going to find it. For instance, like especially on Facebook or Meta. Oh Lord, have mercy. Facebook. Let's just stick with Facebook. Especially on Facebook, right? There are like so many group chats that they're going to come up once like the applications, the responses go out. You'll see group chats or groups, not group chats. You see groups for your course, for your school, and they're going to be sharing a lot of information. And even other people, if you know other people that applied, just keep in touch, talk to them. You will just realize that there's one WhatsApp group somewhere that has been created, where people just share information, and you just see that somebody is going through something that you've already gone through before. Like I remember when I went for my visa appointment, the appointment for my study permit, I met somebody there that was also coming to Norway, and we got talking, and he was like, oh, that is this group chat for Nigerian students that are going to Norway next year, that would you like to join? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd like to join. And on these groups that they really do share useful information, because you can't know everything. And also I remember when I got the admission to University of Stavanger, we had this resumption Lord, oh my god. Okay, no, I remember it was not in this session that I found in Nigerian. I think my first class, I saw that there was a Nigerian. I just saw one Yoruba name on Zoom. I'm like, this is somebody from my country. I'm like, oh, hi, hello, what's up? So we reached out to each other and we got talking, and I realized that there was a Nigerian group for those that were already in Stavanger. If I did not do that, I probably wouldn't know. I'll just be living my life by myself. And that group was very helpful for me. The people there became my friends. They helped me to navigate that entire period, the apps I needed to download, the things I needed to do. Just don't stay in your cocoon. Don't stay by yourself, and just feel like, oh, you can figure it out yourself. Talk to people. Like, even if you're an introvert, just try, because it's to your own advantage, that you talk to people, because they're going to share things with you. You're going to find out more things, and it just reduces your stress level by a lot. Okay, so we've gone through 4 points, and let me see if you're following. The first point that I shared was what? I can't hear you. Kidding. Okay, the first point that I shared was about not choosing the wrong course, right? The second point that I shared was coming abroad for school without zero skills, no extra skills, like no nothing. Don't do it, right? And the third point that I shared was about not asking questions. You just try to figure things out on your own. You don't try to clarify, you don't ask questions. That is not good. And then the fourth point that I shared was about not networking, not talking to other people to find out, just not networking and joining groups. You need to do this in order to, do well and to survive this season of your application life. Okay. So the fifth point that I'm going to be talking about is missing deadlines. Guys, some of you actually miss your deadlines. Like, you email me and you tell me that, oh, you missed your deadline for this. Come on, why are you missing your deadlines? This is such a horrible mistake. This is a huge mistake, because this is such an amazing opportunity for you to study abroad, especially studying in Norway, which is free. Like, you're literally not paying any application fees. You're not doing anything. That the applications are so easy and straightforward. You shouldn't miss your deadlines for anything. Come on, don't do that to yourself. Give yourself a shot. Give yourself a chance. Do the things you're supposed to do at the time that you're supposed to do them, and don't miss your deadlines. Like I mentioned earlier, if there's anything that you're unsure of, that you need clarity on, email the school, ask your questions, and just be sure. If for any reason, for instance, I know that some people had issues like sending their transcripts, from their undergraduate institution to the master's institution that they were applying to. If there's a delay, email your school that you're applying to and tell them that, oh, I'm sorry, I'm unable to meet up with this deadline. My school is having XYZ challenge, trying to send it within the time frame. Please, can I get an extension or something? Just let them know. They're not wicked people. They actually want you to come. They actually want what's best for you. They're going to help you to the best of their ability. So if you find out that you're having that kind of challenge, it's not going to be a case of sorry, it is closed. If you tell them after the deadline has passed, they might not be able to do anything to help you. Do you understand? But if you see that you're going to miss a deadline and it's like, a situation beyond your control, send an email and let them know, oh, I think that I'm not going to be able to meet this deadline because of XYZ, and give them a valid reason and explain yourself. They're going to be very open to help you. Okay, so that's my next point. Don't miss your deadlines. Okay, please don't miss your deadlines. All right, okay, cool. Now let's go to the sixth point that we have for today. Not reading information correctly. Like, this is the sixth mistake that I see that people make. They don't read information correctly, about what you're applying to, or the course you're applying to, or the school you're applying to. And most of these schools, they already have everything stated, listed out, very clear and straightforward, right? Obviously, if something is unclear to you, like I said, you can ask questions. But I've seen that some people don't even read the information correctly, or they don't read it to the end. So they just do the application in such an haphazard way. They meet up with the deadline, but their documents are incorrect, or their documents are incomplete. That's such a disaster. And I think that's even much worse, because you've gone through the the rigor of trying to gather your documents and trying to submit it, but then you made a mistake because you were not paying enough attention. Come on, don't do that. So make sure that you don't make this mistake. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to all the information that is on the website. Pay attention to what they're asking you to do. Don't have any mistakes or incorrect submissions, or they ask you to submit a document, maybe 5 documents, you submitted only 4, you didn't submit the 5th one. These things are going to reduce your chances, and you don't want to reduce your chances. You're trying to give yourself the best shot at this. So make sure that you take note of these things before you submit your applications. Put all your documents in one folder, count it, look at it very well, cross check, open it to be sure that one was not wrongly named. And sometimes they tell you that name it in this particular way. Because I remember when I was applying, there was a way they told us to name our documents. Okay, so name your bachelor's transcript in this way, name your CV in this way, name your certificates in this way, name your financial documents in this way. Make sure you do all those things. Check it, cross check again and again, because there's so many people applying, and you don't want to lose your chance after going through the entire stress by just making one silly mistake in your application, and just losing your place because of that. Don't do it. Okay, make sure you pay attention. Now, the 7th point, which is the last but not the least point that I would like to share with you guys as a mistake that I've seen most people make in their application process, is drum rolls, not preparing ahead. Now I find this one really funny, especially for especially when people send me emails, ask me that. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. First of all, let me just explain. Try to prepare ahead of your applications. Now, the last application season for international students has closed. And now it's January, right? They're processing their applications, and trying to get back to people. But for those of you that have not applied at all, that you're just looking for, maybe you just found out about my channel, you just knew that education in Norway is free, so you're looking forward to applying this year. Don't sleep and say, oh, I'm just going to chill since applications don't open till later in the year. I'm just going to chill. Don't do it, okay? Start preparing ahead. Check for the schools. I have like a lot of videos talking about the schools that are free. Check for the schools. Check for the programs that they offer. Look at the programs. Look at the ones that you like. Note them or write them down. Okay, in University of Stavanger, I like this program. In University of Oslo, I like this program, and so on and so forth. Within those programs, what are the things that they require you to have? So do I have these things that they're asking me? Do I have these documents? Do I have this? Do I have that? Check everything. Have everything ready. So that when applications open, you just apply like straight up. You're part of the early applicants, you just get your application in there. I mean, because I don't know if they actually assess these applications on a rolling basis. It's possible that they do it on a rolling basis and not that they just wait at the end. And if it's on a rolling basis, that's an advantage to you because your application has come in early, is strong, everything is set, is correct, you're good to go. But like, especially for like this proof of funds, this financial statement and all. Like some of you, you've checked it, you know that you need a financial statement, you know that you need proof of funds of a certain amount in order to apply, right? But then you wait, you don't like try to get proof of funds. When it's not time to apply, then you not email Muyiwa and say, oh Muyiwa, hi, I'm trying to apply for this school, please, how can I get proof of funds? I don't know how you can get proof of funds, bro. Sis, I don't know. I don't know how you can get proof of funds. Do you understand? Like, I can't tell you that, oh, go to this place and ask them for proof of funds or something. I can't really help you like directly. I can't give a direct help to you in that regard. Like, I have a video talking about how to prepare for your application and all, and in that video I talk about ways and things that you can explore in order to maybe raise money and all those kind of things. But I can't just say, oh, there's this place that people are getting proof of funds or borrowing money from. Like, I can't. Or people are dashing their money there. Like, I can't give you that help. So now that you know that you're going to apply in the last quarter of the year, I'm going to apply to this school. This is January. You have more than enough time to get your proof of funds ready. Do you understand? So make sure that you prepare, everything that you need to do ahead of. There's a siren outside. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but I'm just going to continue as if you cannot hear it. If you can hear it, cool. If you can't, cooler. Okay. So just prepare ahead. You have months, and don't say because it's months you're just going to chill. Time actually goes by very fast. So make sure you prepare ahead for your application season. And I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of videos this year that is really going to help you. I'm going to deep dive into specific questions that you guys have asked me, and you just explore more so you can get more clarity on this journey that you're about to embark on, so things can just be easier for you. All right, so make sure you subscribe, you share, you like, you comment. I'm going to try to be responding to comments now, because last year everything was just happening all at once and I'm like, hey, how can I do all these things? But now I'm ready for you guys. Okay, so make sure you comment, share, tell everybody that their favorite YouTuber Whewww is back with the tips and the juice. And you see my first video of the year, I even gave you guys a gift. Don't forget to check the link in my description for the free 1 month Skillshare access that I told you guys about. So you guys, welcome back again. It's going to be such a great year. And if this is your first time watching any of my videos, that is not a pre-recorded, you just joined this channel and then boom, at me when I dropped a new video, please turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any video that I drop and any information, so that you're not emailing me and asking me something that I've already maybe addressed before and things like that. And make sure you share, guys, share and that's so important, and comment, so that YouTube can know that you like this video and the algorithm can do its thing. You get. I'm so happy to be back making videos for you guys. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you guys for watching. It's going to be such a great year. Happy year 2022. See you guys very soon. Bye.